Hello friends, this is Dr. John WorldPeace JD coming to you from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I'm the independent maverick candidate for President, USA 2028. I'm an independent, not a Republican or a Democrat. I'm also the only global advocate for peace and world peace in the world human society since Gandhi was assassinated on January 30th, 1948, my mother's birthday. I was born 3 months later, April 24, 1948. My credentials for the radical right Corporate Christian Nationalists is that I'm the only advocate for Jesus Christ per John 14:26. Donald Trump curses the radical liberal left message of Jesus to feed the hungry, heal the sick, shelter the homeless, or go to hell. Matthew 25:31. Donald Trump's MAGA big ugly bill, if it passes, will put into law the enforcement of his condemnation of all human beings on the bottom of the American social pyramid. And contrary to the radical liberal left foundational message of Jesus to feed the hungry, heal the sick, shelter the homeless, and so forth, or go to hell. Matthew 25:31. The red letters in the New Testament. Read it for yourself. Once that bill is passed and he signs it, Trump will not be able to deny his contempt for every American who is dependent on the government for help, no matter what the reason they have become dependent. Matthew 25:31 makes no mention of how those who need help arrived in their condition. Jesus says, "You take care of them or go to hell." In addition, all the presidents in the United States from Harry Truman forward have supported the radical right Zionists, who Harry Truman green-lighted to take whatever part of Palestine the Zionists wanted. Trump gave so many bombs to Israel to carry out the American Christian Zionist Holocaust in Gaza that the U.S. stocks are now in short supply, and Russia is preparing to make a scorched earth of Ukraine as America disengages. The Zionists have destroyed Gaza and are starving the entire population and daily murdering 50 to 100 Palestinians as they try to acquire food to feed their starving families. And nobody gives a good damn. There's going to be a God event take place. God event means not human, God. God event, hurricanes, fire, meteors hitting the earth. Those are God events. At any moment in time after Trump signs the big ugly bill, if the House passes it, it will bring down the wrath of God on Trump, as undeniably not only cursing the radical liberal left message of Jesus, Matthew 25:31, but actually making the United States government, putting the United States government in charge of the end of American democracy and establishment of a dictatorship for the purpose of ending the American Christian radical liberal left foundation of Christianity, as stated by Jesus Christ in Matthew 25:31 and reiterated in the Constitution. So goes America, so ends Zionism in the world human society. This will be an undeniable God event. As God damned Cain for murdering Abel, so will God condemn Zion for the endless execution of starving, unarmed Gazans, Palestinians, Muslims, the Semitic brothers and sisters of the Jews, Both there's Jews and Muslims are Semitic people through Abraham and his firstborn son, Ishmael. 10 billion Muslims, 16 million Jews. Who has God blessed? Ask yourself. 10 million Christians, 10 billion Christians, 10 billion Muslims, and 15 million Jews. Zionists. I've been on record since 2016 warning of the above. See Impeach President Trump USA.com and see if I have not stated what Trump was going to do for 10 years. The only person on record, on the internet, 500 plus articles on that one subject. Without the backing of American Christians to support the Zionists who crucified Jesus and referred to him as the dead God, and now who are intending to simply murder every Gazan and Palestinian and eventually every Muslim in the world human society with the blessing and financing of the United States of America in the name of their God, the Old Testament God. They give no credit to the New Testament, to Jesus' new dispensation. So if you're supporting the Zionists, you're supporting the Old Testament prior to 2,000 years ago. The Jews give no heed, no care, nothing good to say about Jesus. And yet the corporate Christian nationalists are full on supporting this Holocaust in Gaza. What did God do to the Jews 40 years after they crucified Jesus? Wiped them out. Razed Jerusalem, razed the Temple of Solomon, killed all the remaining Jews at Masada, and sent them on their way until Harry Truman. So went Zion, so will it go now, and so will it go for the United States of America, the Zionist enablers. A negative God event is at the door of America and Zion. I'm not the only one who sees this coming. I am one man with one message, world peace. I have no organization. It's just me, friends. I'm against all kinds of violence. You cannot manifest peace out of violence. That's my position. But I'm the only advocate for world peace and peace in the world human society, and I'm the only advocate for Jesus Christ, John 14:26. And that's this message I've just read to you, my authority to give you that message. And I'm telling you, I'm going to repeat it. A negative God event is at the door of America and Zion. I'm not the only one who sees it coming. I am one man with one message, world peace. I hope Trump wakes up. I hope MAGA wakes up. I hope all these corrupt politicians wake up. Europe is burning down. America's been on fire. America has had storm after storm. It's just a precursor of what's really coming. Think about it. It'll come to you.